Hello and welcome to Storytime with Candace. So, one time I became a surrogate mom to a man in China. Yes, China. I am not lying. This man lives in China, still does now. So, when I had when I had my first son, right after I was in a relationship with the guy, and he convinced me that I should become a surrogate. Originally, I was completely against the idea. I thought it was absolutely crazy. And being a new Christian, I was like, I don't even know if this is against God and His will. So I was a no. But in the next couple of weeks to come, I changed my mind slowly because the more I looked into it, the more I felt this desire to help somebody. Because honestly, being a surrogate is a huge sacrifice, not only in the holding of the baby, but in all the medication you have to take prior to being pregnant. So when I finally changed my mind you, I'm still in a relationship with this guy. He decides that it is the worst idea in the world and he's against it. But now I'm all for it. And I feel like God is calling me to help somebody have a baby. And that is exactly what happened. It took some months to finally match with the intended parent, which was a man in China. And when we matched, it started from there. We went through the medical process where you have to get cleared and then the medication. And mind you, I'm thinking God is leading me through this. So I'm like, oh, it's going to work the first time. First time was a flop. I went all the way to get the embryo transfer and the baby did not stick. Second time around, I was ready. I took the medicine. We were ready to go, me and my friend, to California to get another embryo transfer. And guess what? The baby, we didn't even go. The baby that we were going to have a transfer with, we could never get there because it was a huge storm in Illinois that very day that we were leaving, and every single flight was closed. So I'm like, God, hello, I thought you told me to do this. I thought you told me I was supposed to show love to this person, but it's not working. And one thing I love is always going back to God. So if I think you said something and it's not working out, let me just go back and confirm. Let me just make sure I didn't hear you wrong. And I told God, if this is your will, let this next one that I do be the last one and let the baby stick. But if you don't want this to happen, don't let it happen. And guess what? That baby stuck. That baby was in me and I was holding a Chinese baby. And so the funny part was everybody thought I was going to struggle with getting too close to the baby, or you know how you feel if you have ever been pregnant, you feel that very close relationship with the baby, but I never felt that. The whole time I was filled with God's love for this man who was about to receive a baby. And so all I did was love on that baby and pour as much as I could in the healthy food and the taking care of myself as I could so that baby would be nice and healthy when he came out. And when he came out, his time to come out was right at the peak of COVID. Of all the times, with all the delays, we had been smack dab in the middle of COVID when it was time for the baby to come. But because of what happened with COVID, I got to not only see the intended parent longer, I got to show him love and kindness for weeks and weeks and weeks before he was able to go back to China. I got to gift him things for the new baby. I got to help him. And I got to experience what it was like to meet somebody I never would have met otherwise. So God's plan is always the best plan. Bye.